This affects your confidence. It affects your decision making. It affects your masculinity. It affects how you see yourself. It affects you mentally. A lot of the things they're telling you will make you the best version of yourself doesn't cure that, because a lot of you already are the best versions of yourself you've ever been. What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que mi gente? Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well and all the passport ready, a passport getting ready. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for you, living in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Let's get right to it. Most of you I'm talking to, if not all of you, are good men, and you're constantly working to become better men. The mantra of today is become the best version of yourself. We're always striving to become better. That's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that on the surface, but there's a deeper problem with it that's easy to go unnoticed. Let me explain. You've heard that when you're working out, you're supposed to work on more than just one body part. When you don't, it creates an imbalance. One of the unseen problems is you can and will spend your whole life working on becoming better. There's no end to that, so it's very easy to get lost in it. Lost because when you're solely working on becoming better, it's easy to inadvertently get mentally stuck in not being good enough yet. And this is a purgatory a lot of you may find yourself in. Many of these things you're dealing with when it comes to women are framed as you not being good enough or not being good enough yet. But the truth is, when it comes to a relationship, you're good enough for the woman that's for you. If you're not good enough for her, then she's not for you. Don't get lured into the spin semantics. They tell you you're not becoming better for the woman, you're becoming better for yourself to get better results. But better women are included in those results, right? As a man, you will always consciously and subconsciously strive to be better. But what the culture is hiding from you is that you need to stop only working on being better and start working on being stronger. Because when it comes to women, you were good enough last year. You were good enough the year before last and the year before that. Not the year before that one, no. You weren't good enough. But the year after that, yeah, you were good enough and have been good enough ever since. But you've believed you still need to be better. The femisphere is telling you you need to be better for them, and the manosphere is telling you that you need to be better for you. Ironically, both are telling you you need the same things, but neither of them, for the most part, are helping you become better at dealing with women relationship-wise. When it comes to dealing with women, you need to take some time to make sure you're becoming stronger, not just better. You're good enough now. And the fact that telling you you're good enough now is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of you shows right there that there's a problem. Better won't ever feel better if you haven't gotten stronger in the process. Why? Because every time you get better, it recalibrates to zero. What do I mean by that? Every time you become better, there will be a crowd waiting that's even better than you, or women that want better than you. So you end up back at ground zero. And being inundated with needing to be better has stumped your confidence in yourself when it comes to women. Why? Because it leaves you perpetually feeling like I'm not there yet, or I'm not worthy yet, or I will be when. Women aren't the only ones pressing you with that. A lot of men that really mean well are giving you game that's connected to faulty scenarios. Scenarios that are never relationship based. Only the get what you can get based scenarios. Relationships will never work these days because fill in the blank scenarios. What they are telling the truth about is being better will secure more sex, but being stronger will help you secure a better relationship. See, it doesn't take as much as they make it seem to get meaningless sex. It does take a little more to get meaningless sex from a woman you want to be seen with in order to get kudos from men. It's all fast food though, but a lot of you want more than that. You want relationships that have meaning to it. Whether it's dating and spending time with a young lady you really like, long-term relationship, or even taking it all away. Just working on being better doesn't do the trick. Why? I mentioned earlier about being stuck in the not good enough yet mindset and what that leaves you susceptible to. This affects your confidence. It affects your decision making. It affects your masculinity. It affects how you see yourself. It affects you mentally. A lot of the things they're telling you will make you the best version of yourself doesn't cure that, because a lot of you already are the best versions of yourself you've ever been and still not feeling like it. We see these guys who are supposedly the blueprint of becoming the best versions of themselves, being humiliated or played by women or self-destructing over women every day. A lot of the situations that stump you or divert you when it comes to dealing with women or your women will be easier to navigate if you focus on becoming stronger, not just better. Wanting a relationship and being in a relationship requires you to be stronger, not necessarily better than you already are. Why? Because now you're moving toward another person being in your life or already have another person in your life, another person's ideas, influences, and emotions in your life. And I'm not saying those things are or aren't negative. At any given time, they could be either. But now you're bonded to these added conditions you have to navigate. If you haven't spent any time becoming stronger as a man, as a leader of your relationship, you'll be blown to the left and to the right and pulled by the ebbs and flows of another personality joining your life. Once you've succumbed to that, you failed to lead and are now being led, or worse, just blowing in the wind of someone else's emotions. Being stronger instead of just better will also help you navigate the dating market in search of the right woman for you. It helps you keep your feelings that will lead you astray in check, especially dealing in this global market with all the beautiful women to choose from. Being stronger enables you to act when red flags present themselves instead of listening to your emotions telling you to overlook them. All the horror stories we've heard, there were red flags that presented themselves and were ignored. Why'd they ignore them? Because their emotions convinced them that they were strong enough not to fall victim to the red flags instead of standing on their better judgment. I've been talking about the need to be stronger, but let's talk about how. Number one, know what your principles are, your core values, and let them be the foundation you stand on. In this era of convincing men to prioritize their emotions as if you're women, it's very easy to get caught standing on how something makes you feel. Number two, get comfortable with making decisions confidently and standing on it, even if she doesn't understand or agree all the time. This means you'll have to be more responsible with your decision making or it falls on your shoulders. If you've never stood on your decisions that involve someone else you love, this will show you and teach you about the man you believe yourself to be. Number three, this one is pretty simple in theory, but not so much in reality when another person has access to you. Control your emotional state. That doesn't mean don't get mad or you won't feel frustrated or any other emotions you may feel. It means not letting them lead you or derail you from your direction. It's like working out. When you hurt and you're tired and your emotions tell you you can't do another rep, you need to stop. But your discipline tells you you can, and so you do another rep. Number four, make sure you have a vision and guard it. This keeps you from wavering, whether you're looking for a relationship or in one. You move as a stronger man this way because your direction is set and the woman that's for you will get on board. Number five, the last one. Make sure you have boundaries and stand on them. When you're in a relationship, she has the option to operate within them or operate outside of your boundaries. It's her choice. But she should know without a doubt that they both have different outcomes. Most of the YouTube talk about being a better man, being a better version of yourself, only involves getting in shape and making more money. That's the focus. When that's your only focus, it's easy to just end up being a more expensive gift. Let's make sure we're becoming stronger men, not just better men. Love, purpose, and passports. Peace.